Welcome to Arnold Week here at Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, March 1st, 2016. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. You'd think that in the final days of his contest prep, Juan Morel might ease his foot off the gas a bit and coast smoothly into Columbus, Ohio. Well, if you thought that, I'm here to tell you, you're dead wrong. With literally just days remaining until he hits the stage to do battle with some of the best in the business, Morel is still in the gym doing what Morel does best, moving big weights and making it look easy. Juan's size, shape, and conditioning can be a real X factor in this Arnold Classic lineup, especially if we factor in some of the improvements he's made over the last few months. But with guys like Cedric, Branch Warren, and Josh Lenardowitz coming in full steam ahead off the Kevin Levrone Classic, it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing ultimately shakes out. One of the biggest wild cards heading into this weekend's 212 Arnold has to be Angel Rangel Vargas, who's done his best to fly completely under the radar over the last few months. Last year, Vargas brought in one of the better looks we'd seen from him on his way to collecting a 9th place finish in a lineup that wasn't quite as deep as the one he'll be facing this weekend. When he's in shape, Vargas packs enough muscle from the front to hold his own in most lineups. But from the back, his physique doesn't have the same depth and pop. If he can show up completely shredded and pose his heart out, he just might surprise a few of the top names in this very dangerous lineup. When you get right down to it, this upcoming Arnold Classic only has one real burning storyline. Can Greene do what it takes to win this show? Well, if we eliminate the craziness from the last two Mr. Olympias from the equation, the truth is that right now, at this very moment, we haven't seen Greene at his best since he won the Prague Pro 2.5 years ago. And if we look at Kai's current situation, in the midst of some career transitions outside bodybuilding, traveling constantly, and developing his own supplement line, it seems eerily similar to Phil Heath's scenario heading into last year's Olympia. And all that didn't seem to bode too well for Phil despite the win. But Greene is the enigma of enigmas, and he loves a good dramatic storyline to perform at his best. And with all the drama we've seen from him over the last 18 months, this just might be all the motivation he needs to show up at his all-time best. It looks like the road to the comeback trail may still be alive for Mike Dragna. After disappearing from the stage for over a decade, Dragna popped back up on the radar looking bigger and freakier than we'd ever seen him, and went on to take 9th at a very deep Chicago Pro last year. Over the weekend, Dragna released a couple of candid shots showing off that classic dense Mike Dragna muscle, leaving the door open to the possibility that he might still be mulling a decision about his competitive future. Even if he chooses to hang the posing trunks up for good this time, that doesn't take away anything from the fact that 11 years after his last competition, he was still able to prove once and for all that he had what it takes to compete against the best. But knowing Mike Dragna, I'd say his best is still yet to come. Nowadays, when we talk about the happenings at Muscle Beach, it's usually done with a bit of teary-eyed nostalgia. But this weekend, some of the leading ladies in women's bodybuilding made their way back out to where it all started for a little bit of hardcore training and fun in the sun. Maybe it's the return of Iris Kyle, a little bit of wishful thinking, or possibly a little bit of both. But it feels like we are in the midst of a bit of a mini resurgence in women's bodybuilding. Although it's never going to return to the days of jam-packed arenas and screaming fans like we saw during the Corey Everson days, I do think that it is still alive and well. And seeing the ladies and fans pack Muscle Beach again brings back memories of the good old days that I'm sure a lot of old-time fans of the sport can truly appreciate. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Check out IronMagLabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RX Muscle show, segment, or update. RX Muscle is #1. Woo!